Welcome to Classic FM at the Movies, Ben.
Thank you very much, Andrew. How are you?
I'm very well, thanks. And you?
I'm really good, thank you, yeah.
What have you got for us this week?
Well, we've got the first trailer for Alex Garland's latest film, Annihilation. I don't know if you've ever seen Ex Machina?
I have. I didn't actually know it was called that. I thought it was Ex Machina, but there we are.
He wrote and directed Ex Machina, and it's that's an amazing film. And he also wrote Sunshine, which is, again, one of my favourite sci-fi films. But it looks it seems really interesting. It's got Natalie Portman, Oscar Isaac, Tessa Thompson, Holly Hunter, and Benedict Wong, which is an amazing cast, and it's set to hit cinemas in February.
Right. I believe we have an extended cut on the way, possibly, of The Golden Circle, Kingsman.
Colin Firth was talking about this. He mentioned that there were some scenes that might be brought back in the Blu-ray or something like that. So hopefully, because I quite enjoyed that film actually. Godzilla, King of the Monsters, or Godzilla 2, has wrapped principal photography. That should be coming in 2019, I believe, before the King Kong vs. Godzilla film in 2020.
Okay.
And also The Nice Guys. Did you watch that film? Came out last year. Had Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling. It was sort of like a 70s Lethal Weapon throwback.
No, I didn't catch that.
It was. It's one of my favourite films from last year. It's getting a reboot on TV. It's called The Nice Girls, and it's going to be a female reboot. In all honesty, I'd much rather see a sequel, in all honesty, because I think that film's a really original and really cool film.
What's in it for me?
Oh, we can do this the easy way. Ow! We're currently doing it the easy way.
Whatever happened to offering me $20?
It's the recession.
Talking about sequels or maybe spin-offs to Men in Black.
Yeah, like Men in Black. So this Men in Black spin-off has locked a May 17th, 2019 release, which is actually the same day as John Wick 3, which we spoke about the other week. Mm-hmm. I think the only way that this could compete with John Wick 3 is if they did that 21 Jump Street Men in Black crossover that was mentioned a few years ago. That would be awesome, but I don't know. And Tommy Lee Jones and Will Smith are not set to appear.
Yeah, so that doesn't really help its cause very much, does it? What else we got? Michelle Williams. She's in talks to star opposite Tom Hardy.
In Venom, which that sounds really cool. Michelle Williams is an amazing actress, and Venom is set to start filming later this month, and it's got a October 2019 release as well, so it's also going to star Riz Ahmed from The Night Of and Rogue One. He's hopefully going to play Carnage, who's going to be the villain.
Moving on to... actually, we talked about Kingsman earlier, and Taron Egerton. He's been confirmed to play Elton John.
Yeah, which is really cool, because Elton John was in Kingsman 2. He is going to play Elton John in a biopic. He said a biopic of sorts. He was talking about this on Jonathan Ross.
Elton's production company and Matthew Vaughan's production company, who made Kingsman, are planning a musical fantasy, not quite biopic, about the early years of Elton John. And it's going to feature his songs, and I'm going to do the old acting and singing.
Wow. And he said it's a musical focusing on Sir Elton's earlier career. It's a very irreverent take, and it's also the first R-rated musical.
All right. So, yes, your kiddies won't be able to go along to watch that. Let's take a look at the new releases then for this week, and one for the children.
Yeah, My Little Pony, the movie, starring Emily Blunt, Kristen Chenoweth, Michael Pena, Liev Schreiber, and Zoe Saldana. So that's actually a really good cast, but for a film that I do not care about.
Right, fine. Jackie Chan and Pierce Brosnan starring together.
In The Foreigner, a humble businessman with a buried past seeks justice when his daughter is killed in an act of terrorism. A cat-and-mouse conflict ensues with a government official whose past may hold clues to the killer's identities.
There is a big release this weekend. It's in 2D, it's in 3D, it's in 4DX, it's on IMAX. It is Blade Runner 2049.
Yay! I'm so excited for this. It's starring Ryan Gosling, Harrison Ford, Jared Leto, Ana de Armas, Dave Bautista, and Robin Wright. And it's set 30 years after the events of the first film. New Blade Runner LAPD Officer K unearths a long-buried secret that has the potential to plunge what's left of society into chaos. K's discovery leads him on a quest to find Rick Deckard, a former LAPD Blade Runner who has been missing for 30 years. It's been getting rave reviews, and people are saying that this is how you make a sequel to a film. Denis Villeneuve, who is the director of this film, he was speaking about the film on the press junket, and he was saying that he wanted to cast David Bowie in the villain's role, which was later filled by Jared Leto. That he was in talks with him actually before he died, which is quite tragic. But I think it looks like we're getting a good performance out of Leto, because also there were some short films released that are set before the events of 2049. So some are live action. The one had Jared Leto, which was set in, it was called Nexus Dawn 2033. So it's set 13 years after the events of this film, or 16 years or whatever. But that had Jared Leto, and then there's another one with Dave Bautista focusing on his character about 10 years before the events of this film. And there are some anime-style ones, which is really cool. I don't think they're required viewing. They just kind of expand the world a little bit, which is quite nice.
All right, quick look at the top 10 movies. It is still hanging on in there in your number 10. Open Water 3, Cage Dive, don't know much about that. Home Again at number 7. The Lego Ninjago movie, also still keeping in there. Flatliners, which was new released last week, in at number 4 and was beaten at the box office by The Son of Bigfoot.
Yeah, that's... I'm not surprised there, in all honesty. And also at number 2... still hanging in there as well, we got Kingsman: The Golden Circle.
Number 1, we have Judwa 2, the Hindi film. That is your lot for the moment. Speak to you next week.
It's my husband. He's gone missing.
Missing?
I'm terribly worried. It's just Fred's never been gone this long before.
How long has he been missing?
Since the funeral.
Well, I can start right away.